this morning, the Lafayette Police Department has issued a warning about a fugitive who is believed to be in the Lafayette area. 19-year-old Patrick Henry Jr. of Lafayette is wanted on multiple charges, including aggravated second-degree battery, armed robbery, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Now, Henry is considered armed and dangerous. He is aware, though, that he is a wanted fugitive. Lafayette police say not to approach him and call 911 if you see him or know where he is located. The shooting here at the Grand Theater on Thursday has left Lafayette and all of Acadiana in a state of shock. But we're now getting a better picture of how this tragedy actually took place. St. Martin Parish Sheriff's deputies say two suspects wanted for a Friday night murder were caught on surveillance video. The men shown here are wanted in connection to the death of 43-year-old Lionel Portier of Cecilia. Now, Portier was found dead in his home on Orchard Park Road in Cecilia. Anyone with information on the identity of these two suspects is asked to contact the St. Martin Parish Sheriff's Office. Would you guys like a little more coffee?
Sure, Jeff. Come on, Phil. Give me Phil.
You missed it earlier. Our coffee pot here is broken, but
Thanks,
we found the emergency stash here.
It's called Gary's office. A section of West Pinhook Road near the intersection with Industrial Parkway was closed last night as Lafayette police investigated a fatal crash involving a pedestrian. Now, authorities say the roadway was expected to be closed for the remainder of the night. It should now be open to motorists this morning. Lafayette police could only provide a few details about the crash due to the early stages of the investigation. The crash happened just before 6:30 p.m. when a single vehicle struck a pedestrian. News 10 will update this story when more information comes into the newsroom. Looking around Acadiana, Lake Arthur police say a man is now in jail after fatally shooting his cousin during an argument on Christmas Day. Officers were called to the scene in the 500 block of New Orleans Avenue shortly before 6 p.m. Now, Assistant Police Chief Terry Guillory said investigators found 41-year-old Shaft Francis with a gunshot wound to the chest. Francis died at the scene. 40-year-old Ray Brister Jr. confessed to shooting Francis. Brister is charged with manslaughter and possession of a weapon by a convicted felon. The dispute between Brister and Francis apparently stemmed from family property. Let's cool off the set,
man,
cool you off.
He's burning up.
I'm telling you what, man, I am dying in here. It is hot.
Man.
Woo! New this morning, Opelousas police have made an arrest in connection with a Tuesday morning shooting that left 3 people injured. Now, Savon Thomas of Opelousas has been charged with illegal carrying of a firearm and illegal use of weapons. Investigators are working to identify a second shooter. Officers say 3 men were shot just before 2:30 Tuesday morning between the Walmart and Waffle House on Crestwell Lane. Opelousas Police Chief Donald Thompson says at least 14 shots were fired. The motive is still unclear at this time. In Acadiana, the body found burned in a car in a Youngsville sugarcane field last week has now been officially identified. He's been identified as 81-year-old Lester David. He was found dead last Tuesday in the 100 block of Savoy Road. Youngsville Police Chief Ricky Boudreaux says he believes David had a medical condition that caused him to pull over into the cane field. Authorities are still waiting on the results of an autopsy to confirm. Now, while the car was in the field, the heat from the catalytic converter ignited the grass on fire, which then engulfed the vehicle in flames. Funeral services will be held for Lester David at 11 Friday morning at Sacred Heart Catholic Church. The St. Mary Parish Coroner's Office has confirmed the identity of a body found on December 18th inside of a car in the city of Baldwin. The body of 41-year-old Raynell Richard was found on Highway 90 at the Baldwin Cut. Now, authorities are still investigating her cause of death. The Acadia Parish Sheriff's Office is looking for burglary suspects in Rain. The burglary happened in the 200 block of Secretariat Lane between December 16th and the 20th. Stolen items included Pandora jewelry and a Lowe's gift card that was used on December 20th. Now, a person of interest was caught on camera. You see here, he's said to be a white male in a gray knit cap, black shirt, and blue jeans. If you have any information on who this suspect is, you're encouraged to call the Acadia Parish Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers.
I know, Jeff, he's been waiting to dance with the mummy here. Come on.
Got to do it, Chris. Got to do it.
Got to dance
with the mummy. This is the coolest mummy I've ever seen,
Chris. He is all about the mummy.
Where you found him, I don't know, but I'm jacked up.
He's all about.
New information on a story we first brought to you on Friday afternoon. The Lafayette Parish Sheriff's Office says 54-year-old William Klein died after being shot in the chest. He was a Papa John's pizza delivery driver. Now, family members say Klein was soon to be a grandfather. Police say the shooting happened in the 300 block of Marigny Circle in Dussault on Friday. Officials say they found Klein lying face down and dead with a gunshot wound to the chest. The sheriff's office has now arrested 2 suspects in connection with the shooting death. 22-year-old Ferris Martin and 30-year-old Kevin Morrison were both charged with first-degree murder.